Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Creative Living Fellowship. Welcome, everyone. Today's Monday, and Mondays are for Monday practice with me, Reverend Jorge. Um, I am very glad that you are here sharing with me this time, and I really appreciate you are taking your time to share this time and space with all of us. As you know, Monday practice with me, Reverend Jorge. It's an space to explore different practice, spiritual practice, to learn from different practice as well, and most of all to expand our tools on spiritual practice and ideas of what we can do to reconnect with the spirit that we are and to back to that essence that we are. So we know that spiritual practice, we recognize that prayer, we have meditation, we have mantras, we have yoga, but there are also some other types of spiritual practice who we can be used in moments when we were find ourselves in a little conundrum, in a little distress, or in a little disconnection. Let's call it that way. So this is the space for that, to explore the times. Doesn't mean that we are not going to do spiritual practices like meditation. I hope we're going to do this soon, and on other types of yoga, or things like that. I'm looking for that opportunities to bring it to you. So the as well, this space is also related and trying to relate with the theme of the year for Creative Living Fellowship, and the theme of the month, and as well with what happened with the Sunday talk. Uh, so the theme of the year is being finding your purpose, living on purpose. Sorry, and the theme for March is giving and receiving. And this Sunday, yesterday, we have the theme of the talk was get out of my way. So get out of my way. It's still with the connection of giving and receiving, and so in that way we choose for this practice to breathe. Basically, that's what we have been doing all life, and sometimes we forgot to breathe. And why breathing is a spiritual practice, you may say, and how it relates with giving and receiving, and in particular with get out of the way. Well, giving and receiving is it's connecting with breathe. Is that is it's in a space so that we can connect with God. That always we say that God is closer than a breath for us. So there you go. Do we have that? But as well, it is with the giving and receiving, because when we receive the air in our lungs, also we let it process all the nutrients, all what is needed in our body, and we return it. We've been giving back. So we never hold breath, we never hold air. We always is in this circulation constantly since the moment we arrive to this planet, to this physical form and this physical world. So before I continue, I just want to acknowledge some of the friends who are showing up right now. So we have Rhonda, who sent us a little heart, and also we have Krista Lucas. She's very glad to be here, and and she mentioned me. I'm glad to have this moment with Reverend Jorge. I'm glad to you be here, Krista. Always we miss you when you are now sharing with us, and I'm very happy you are here. As well, we had Sharon, who never fails. I love that, Sharon. Glad to be here, family. Yes, we are a family. We're a community. We're a spiritual community, and that's a family. That's a beyond family, a family that we choose. Thank you. And I need you. Um, well, if you probably want to connect with me, I would love to know more about how we can help you. And we have Flannery say, I like to breathe. Absolutely. Let's back to breathing. Is it so? As I say, I mentioned everyone's now, and I'm glad to everyone is here, and we are connected. So as I say, breathing is a spiritual practice. Why? because although it's a mechanical instrument in our soul and our bodies, is actually we don't have all the control on the breathing. We have a way that sometimes we can breathe faster, or stop breathing, or get some of fear expressed there, of we trying to hold it or release it or control it, the control that as well, the rhythm to breathe. But naturally, in the way when we are unconscious not doing it, so that we allow their bodies do their job by breathing the same thing like our hearts and our thoughts or ideas. So breathing is in constantly connection of giving and receiving, and that's why it's in spiritual practice. We can remind us so much that in how we are connected with the spirit, how much we are connected with abundance, how much we are connected with each other, because guess what, we are breathing the same air, so we are in oneness and connection through this process. And that's why the way, at the same time, breathing, if we're doing it as a spiritual practice, that we're going to learn this a way to breathe is actually developed by the Heart Math Institute, which expand all your thorax and then contract it all. And if we do it for a period, it also synchronize our minds and our hearts. So what it means with that is actually we are in totally alignment. And when we are in alignment through the breathing process, through the breathing practice, so we are more in connection. We are more sensible. We are more in awareness, and we are more in the feelings of union with everything. So it's not just a mechanical and natural way that our bodies work, but it also has a very significant with the spirit. And and receive an alarm, sorry. And so this is a great experience to do it. This is a great moment, a practice to do it. And that's why it relates with the giving and receiving that Reverend Jorge has been speaking on the last two Sundays, because it's always to connect, and always is good to align with ourselves. And connecting with this last Sunday talk is get out of your way. Get out of your way is sometimes that if we learn to breathe and we return to breathe, and it's if we take time to the day, during the day, like every hour, every 20 minutes, like I do, or I think to stop and breathe at least 5 minutes in the way we are going to practice this today, we are getting I know and connecting with God. You, for example, this is an example of why it's important to stop and breathe. You know why in the old times, when in the Catholic Mass they always ran the bells in the towns. It was not just to tell you the hour; it was actually to remind you to stop, to breathe, and do a small prayer to reconnect with God. It's the same thing like in the Muslim culture and the Muslim religion. The Imam stop and sings, sometimes of the day and sometimes at hours, so that we can stop and pray and return. So the same thing do the Buddhism, although the Buddhists don't have a deity like God. They have the time for the practice, and they are so also in mindfulness. They teach you to at least every 20 minutes to stop, or at least every hour to stop and pray, and prayer through your breathing, prayer through your connection with breathing. So this is the way. So get out of your way is basically to stop thinking in your mind, to just focus on the problems, and just and running in your mind, and let go of your weight of your ego, and stop and connect by breathing. So we're almost able to stop. So I'm going to just do my typical announcements. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment afterwards of you are watching this on a stream, please leave a comment. I always look for you and always read the comments and respond. Thank you for all that love that I receive. And also, this space is supported by Creative Living Fellowship. And if you feel that this give us some value to your life, all the activities that Creative Living Fellowship gives value to your life, like Sunday service, like Tuesdays connections, like the visioning practices, and like the meditations. So if you feel compelled to support us, right, there is a way that you can do it by using our PayPal uh, link. Oh, I see. It seems like there is I have to trouble here. Hmm. Okay, seems like I have a technical issue. Well, we have the PayPal button and the text weight, and you can find that in also in our website, creatorlivingfellowship.com, and you can donate there. So there is no limitation for that. So this is the time we're going to practice to breathe. So before we start, just I want you to take your body and be comfortable and loving with them. So let's check our bodies, how we're doing. If there is any tension, just relax that. Go with there and relax your body. If you need to stretch your legs, so do it. If you want to relax your hands, just do it. Let's check your face that is also relaxed. That all your body are relaxed, not without any distress or stress or discomfort. Because spiritual practice are not to be suffering or sacrifice. That's always. So that just let's breathe and check our bodies for a moment. While I'm starting some music over here and I move into the practice. So you see in a sphere that is expanded, like you say, inhale and then contract, and it's like exhale. So the idea is that you expand all your thorax according to the expansion of that sphere, and then your abdominal area, and full yourself, and then contract yourself, and do it a very in that way, lovely way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, expand your thorax, your abdominal area. And now exhale all and to contract every. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, this way to breathe is just to remind us and that to be in alignment our minds and our hearts. Just follow the order. Don't try to control your breathing. Just follow the sphere, the circle. We are saying yes with every breath to God. if you miss any breath by just having a thought, by having a moment of distraction, just return to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Remember, we are connected with this infinite circle of giving and receiving. We are typing with the abundance of air, of abundance, of God with us. And ultimately, we are in alignment with our heart or our minds so that God can inspire us, guide us, direct us, motivate us, and ultimately express Himself through us. 2 more minutes. The last one. Well, thank you, all of you. That was a quiet 15 minutes breathing. Hopefully, it didn't was long. It was actually feels perfect for me. As I said last week, we're going to try to increase the time so we spend, so we get used to breathe. And I really recommend that you really breathe and practice. Stop at least one time every hour and just breathe and do this circle breathing. I think I'm going to add this graphic into the blur of the event of Monday practice, so you can download it, have it for yourself, and put it on your phone. But I really invite you just to breathe. Just breathe. Stop 1 hour and breathe. And do this. Align yourself with your heart and your brain, so you allow the space of God to nourish you, to guiding you, to inspire you, to motivate you. So the next hour will be more enjoyable, more wonderful. And the next one, and the next one. Breathing is important. Breathing is wonderful. I see the Reverend Sherry's sending us some hearts, and Flannery say thank you for the reminder that we say yes every time we inhale, and yes when every time we exhale too. I'm receiving and giving back to God all the time with every breath. Thank you. Thank you, Flannery, for that. Thank you, all of you, for this wonderful and love and support of this space. Thank you. And as if you want to hear the song, here is the music. The information of the song is called The Circle. Very I connect with that, and I like that it has the connection with the Inhale and Excel. It's by Goldmood, and the album is called Casus. It's from 2018. You find it out in Spotify or and iTunes. So and then Google Music and Apple Music and all the music apps that you have. So thank you. And I will see you next week for another section of Monday practice, breathing, and enjoy it all together. And also, I want to say thank you to all of you that are participating. I can see you. I can see you are here participating, and for all your support, and mostly for allowing yourself to discover a different practice, to come here and all together discover and practice and do it. Thank you. I'm very honored of that, and I'm full of gratitude for that. So there is the time is over, and next week we'll expand a little our time of breathing, and so we get used to it and get used to. And if you have something especially happen during this week, come back to this in Facebook, on YouTube, and leave a comment and say, you know what, it happened something wonderful by breathing every hour. Let's do that. Thank you, and I see you next week. Thank you all. Bye.